Hi, boys and girls. Today you're going to hear Jan Brett, one of my favorite authors and illustrators, read this book called The Easter Egg. Before you hear the story, there's a few things I want to point out to you. So when Jan Brett draws her pictures, she draws her extra ideas in the borders. So as you're watching the story, make sure you're looking in these side borders to see some extra ideas. In this story, it'll be extra Easter eggs that the bunnies are decorating. This book is extra special because she also has a border along the top. And it's important to look and see what the robins are doing throughout the story. It's an important part of the story that doesn't have words, but we can see what's happening by looking at that picture at the top. In the story, the bunnies are all decorating different eggs, wooden eggs, chocolate eggs, dyed eggs. So I have just a few eggs along with me that I wanted to show you. So one of the eggs that Hoppy's friend is decorating is a wooden egg. So I wanted to show everybody this wooden egg that I have here. And you can see it's carved with different stars and painted. Another egg that Hoppy's friend is creating is an egg that looks a little bit like a marble. So I wanted to show all of you this egg that I have. It's very heavy and hard, and it's made of marble. Another egg we're going to see is an egg that one of the rabbits uses a special tool to create and then dips it in different colored dyes. Mrs. DiCamillo showed everyone yesterday on the morning announcements how she creates these eggs. And guess what? She used one of my chicken eggs and made this beautiful egg for me as a gift. So in our story, one of Hoppy's friends is making an egg like this as well. She calls it a story egg. The next egg I have, this is just a regular chicken egg from one of my chickens. And my daughter dyed this one pink and put some stickers all over it with some of her favorite characters. The last egg I'm going to show you is an important egg in the story. Now my egg's a little bit too big, but this egg is supposed to look like a robin's egg. So keep your eye out in the book in that robin's nest for some eggs that look just like this. Hi, boys and girls. Next, you're going to see Jan Brett tell you how she got the idea for her story. She's going to show you two real live animals she used to help her draw her pictures so they look very realistic. You're also going to hear how old she was when she decided that she wanted to be a children's book illustrator.
The Easter egg is about a little bunny who wakes up all excited about entering a contest that the Easter Bunny holds every year. Who in the rabbit village can make the most beautiful egg? Because the one he chooses as the most beautiful will get to go with him on Easter morning and deliver the Easter baskets to boys and girls all over the world. I really want people to walk into this world that I've created and imagine this is the true story of what happens on Easter. We are in my backyard and there's bunny tracks everywhere. The Easter egg is an answer to a question that I've always had, which was when I was little. A lot of times it'd be snow in New England at Easter time, and we'd run outside and there'd be these little bunny footprints, and I thought, oh, I guess the Easter Bunny was here. So I'm just kind of continuing on if I had gotten up really early in the morning, what would I have seen? I use real live animals as models for characters in my books. This is a buff cochin pullet, and a pullet is a young chicken, and she posed for the chickens in the book. This chicken doesn't actually belong to me. She belongs to Donna Lamb, who is a friend who I see at a lot of the chicken shows, and this is some of her awards. She's a champion. I was very glad she could be in the book for me. I don't have any rabbits, but luckily I have many friends that have rabbits. Hi Teak. Here we are at Fitzmill, which is our feed store that is in my town, where I go every week to pick up my chicken feed. And I'm always greeted by their welcome rabbit, whose name is Tiki, and she is just about the most beautiful bunny I have ever seen. She was so pretty, I wanted to put her in my book. And she had to pose for these, which was not exactly a natural thing for a rabbit to do. I love to use real-life animals because of their expressions. And you couldn't make this stuff up. And even chickens, you know, they look surprised, proud, And I just try to capture that with my artwork. And there you are. Can you see? Tiki, I'll read you this. What it says is, early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit, and suddenly a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist. And then you open up the flap. There's the wagon with a coach and chickens, and there you are looking astonished. The inspiration for the story is discovering what you're good at. I've always loved to draw, and I've known I've wanted to be an illustrator since I was in kindergarten, but not everybody is like that. A lot of people throughout their life are discovering talents that they have. And I thought it would be fun to illustrate and make up a story about a little bunny who didn't know really what he liked to do. And so you have Hoppy, who's the main character, and he experiments and doesn't do too well until he realizes it's his big heart that makes him so special. We need to recognize that everybody has talents of their own. And it's kind of fun to discover the talent in another person.